morning, guys. Just see I'm traveling this lonely road. It's about 2 kilometers in from the main road, and I've never been here before. I usually find my hiking routes on this app provided by the Norwegian tourist organization, or what do you want to call it in English. And this one, you can do 2 different hikes from the same spot, and I chose to do the one that goes up through a mountain and not by the sea. I'm saving the one by the sea for another day. So yeah, it will be exciting, I hope. Interesting nonetheless, and we'll see how it looks when I arrive at the parking spots. So I parked the car up in there, and here the trail starts, and I can see up there a house, and it looks rather vacant, with a hole in the roof and all that sorts of stuff. And I feel the urge to explore the outside of that house, just for curiosity. Obvious sign of spring. Tiny green leaves. And you can see the lake over there. A lake named Skarvann, actually. Vann is water in Norwegian, and why it's named Skarvann, I have no idea. Maybe it's close to a farm that once was called Skar, or I have no idea. And there is the house. I wonder what the story is behind this house, and why it's now all abandoned, left to rot like this. It's definitely not the safest place. You can see it has all caved in. Probably by weather. Quite sad. Could be an awesome place, actually. Could have been an awesome place. You can also see here the ruins, probably either a house or a barn or something like that. And this is another old building, obviously. But the ruins here, the foundation of old houses, buildings at least, probably hundreds of years old. Those foundation walls. And here is another foundation of some sort. I wonder what kind of buildings they had here. I mean, this must have been a rather large farm of some sort with lots of buildings and obviously a lot of land that was cultivated in some way or another. By that ruined house, it was very warm in the sun, and from the moment I stepped into the woods, I felt the cold. It's almost like there's a wind blowing in here that's not blowing outside of the woods, and of course it's because of the lack of direct sunlight. But I was trying to decide to take off this jacket or not, and I'm glad I didn't, because it's quite chilly actually, but the view is amazing. I mean, it's the woods. What can you not like about that? Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's not often, but occasionally it happens that I check my phone to check where I am at the map, and I see there is no service, no reception, nothing. So I will just walk a bit more to see if I can see the trail. I mean, now it's obvious this is the trail, but sooner or later it might become narrower and harder to see, and maybe I should have walked off somewhere. So I like to keep my eyes on the map occasionally, just to be sure. Now I think, I mean, this far into the hike, this is probably the weirdest hike I've been to. I mean, for about a kilometer now, there has been no reception, and that means I have no idea where I am at the trial according to a map, because I was stupid and didn't download the map. Note to self, that one. I mean, I'm not lost. Its trail is pretty obvious still, but I would like to know where I am and how far it is to the top I'm aiming at reaching. I'm not complaining too much. I mean, I have this beautiful nature, and although it's a bit windy, I do not feel that as much down here in the valley. On another note, I managed to look at the app, and I've saved this specific trail hike thing in my memory list in the app, and the whole route is about 7 kilometers, and to reach the top I would say you probably have to hike half the way. And if I look at my watch, I'm not that far away. I've been walking for about 2 kilometers now, and yeah, I shouldn't be that far away. If my calculations are right, of course. Look, I got 1 bar of reception, and I gotta be careful now. See, I know I'm hiking that route, and I'm not too far away. What happened? Oops. It says I'm about there, and if I turn the map like that, or yeah, I will be hiking over there, because now I had this road too, and you can see there is a top there, and I had no idea if it was that way or that way, but this way it is. Now this is a total different landscape from what I just hiked in. Now this is marshlands almost, and then you have the forest behind, and the mountains around. And I believe that most marshes today once were lakes or ponds or whatever that are drying out. terrible mistake to say that some wind never hurt anybody, but this ain't enough wind to hurt anyone. At least not here. But it's so wet. I don't like being wet on my feet. As I mentioned in the start of this video, it's quite warm, but here I see ice on the ground and ice on the water. That's interesting. That means it's quite cold here still. Even though the sun shines straight down here. According to the map, there's a split in the trail about here. And it's supposed to go somewhere up there. But I can't see it. Maybe it's that you see there. Only time will tell. Looks, I mean, there's been people everywhere here because they've been cutting down trees and all of that, but it looks like it goes up there and possibly all the way up there. Time for some exploration, I guess. So I've been walking up here on the hill here for a bit to see if I can see anything, and I found something. And as I'm getting closer, it's quite obvious. The beloved blue markings. And there is a trail. Guess I am on the right way after all. A fainting blue mark. It says on the app that this is a poorly marked trail, and yes, it is. But again, the trail is quite obvious, and if you did study the map before you went out, something I didn't, there wouldn't be any problems at all, I guess. I'm getting very close to the top now. As you can see, there's not much over these hills. I'm going up there. It's almost readable. Hølsknuten, which is the name of this top, which again translates to hole's knot. Why? Don't know. Makes no sense. But the view from up here is quite amazing. You can see far away to the north, which is about this way, and you have the sea in the south of the horizon there. Beautiful, stunning. Heading back down. It was a bit cold up here with the wind and all. Not too pleasant for longer periods of time. But I had my coffee and was kind of pleased with that. And up here it was actually some reception, so I decided to study the map a little, and I figured that it's the same way down, and just down the road I will go on a different path to get back to the car. This do look like a trail, but then I saw this tree, and there I remembered I did step over this on the way up. That was close. I wonder how far I would have walked before I realized that it wasn't the right way down. That I will never know. Earlier I came from that way, and now I came from that way, and this is the new route, or the new way home, if you want to call it that. That's something I do like, not going the same way back. It gives some diversity to the experience. Although I do enjoy going to the same places again and again, but if I'm at new places, I like to see new places. If that makes sense. So if I can choose between a route that goes just one way and you have to go the same way back again, or if you have this round trip, I will 100% choose this round trip. Absolutely, no doubt. Now this is a rather challenging part with all these rocks and fallen trees and all. Gotta be careful. I mean, I just checked the phone and there's no reception here, so if I fall and hurt myself. Yeah, it would take quite some time before anyone would report me missing, and it would take even longer time before anyone could find me. So gotta be careful, guys. Out hiking, gotta be careful. At least I'm on the right path. The blue marks are leading the way. And I won't say I'm lost, but that I've lost the trail, most definitely, because the blue mark just didn't continue. I will see if I can get any signal on my phone here. Maybe I can spot the trail. No service. Okay, sir. Then I will have to get out of this bush and see if I can find something that looks like a trail. Maybe. Look at this. Or is that just... That's an arrow. It's pointing up where I just came. So I just have to turn my head. Yeah. Some trails ain't that good maintained. And here you can actually see the blue marks, but the trail is, well, almost gone. Very, very hard to see. So if it hadn't been for those blue marks, I wouldn't have known where to go. Apparently I walked the wrong way. This is most definitely not the most walked trail. People are most likely going the same way up and down, because this is rather unpleasant, walking in this bush. But I can't turn back now. if I've had reception now, service on my phone, I would have seen a map. And I would probably choose to go another way. Because behind me here is a farm of some sort. And that means people live here. And it looks like I will be walking straight through the yard or something. Which I don't like. I mean, I do not like when people do that. That's my home, so I'll just be quiet and walk fast past this. maybe I'm on totally the wrong path altogether. I don't know. I mean, there is no reception, so how should I know? So I did walk past the farm, and it was actually a sign on one of the buildings directing me to the top I just were at. But the road split into two, and I don't know if this is the right one, because again, there is no service here. There is a road, and it looks rather maintained. I mean, you can see along the edges here. Probably done with a tractor or something. Yeah, we'll see how far this road goes and if I will get any reception soon. I've been walking for a total of a couple of hours now. Let's see. About 2 hours, yes. And I wouldn't like to go back. We'll see. I mean, there's nothing much I can do about it. We'll see if I find the car. Still no service, so I'm checking and checking and checking. Just one bar is enough to be able to load the map. The road splits and there is a sign which says Sørbø's bathing dock. That's down there. I'm not going for a bath now. I guess that's quite cold, so I will just head straight forward in no hopes of stumbling upon the car or a decent road. But now the road is getting worse, so I might be on the wrong way. Then again, if it's a bathing spot, there must be a lake. And there is a rather large lake where I parked the car. So, I might be lucky. See some buildings ahead. maybe that's just me. Or no, that's a building, and if I'm really lucky now, this is the road to that building and nothing goes beyond that. That would have been great. I see there is a car. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. as it turns out, it was indeed the wrong way, and I should have went straight to the left when I came down by the barn and not straight ahead. But now I think I'm on the right way, finally on the right way. I just walked straight past this. This is parking for that other trail I mentioned. That means I can't be far away from the car. Finally. And over there I can see the car. Not far away now. A couple of kilometers off, but I guess that's what you get when you don't check the map properly before you go out on a hike like this. I got myself to blame, that's for sure. Can't blame me. Not all hikes goes as planned, such as this one. I could have done things differently, but again, you learn from my mistakes, and next time I will probably check the map better before I leave. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, and that bell icon would also help a lot. It will notify you whenever I upload new stuff, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next hike. Goodbye then.